Welcome everyone. Here we were discussing the various steps which takes place in the process of glycolysis, as it is a 10-step reaction. Glycolysis is a 10-step reaction where glucose will be finally breaking down into two molecules of pyruvic acid. So, here in the first reaction, glucose by utilizing 1 ATP has changed to glucose 6-phosphate. Glucose by utilizing 1 ATP has changed to glucose 6-phosphate. Then in the next reaction, glucose 6-phosphate has changed to fructose 6-phosphate. The structure was changed. Okay, glucose 6-phosphate has changed to another structure, that is fructose 6-phosphate. Now fructose 6-phosphate has utilized one more ATP and it has changed to fructose 1,6-biphosphate. Okay, fructose 1,6-biphosphate. Till these steps, 2 ATPs has been utilized. One ATP has been utilized in the first reaction, another ATP has been utilized in third reaction. 2 ATPs has been utilized and what is formed is fructose 1,6-biphosphate. Okay, till now all the products were formed. The starting product was also a 6-carbon compound, and till here whatever the products have been from, that is glucose to glucose 6-phosphate to fructose 6-phosphate to fructose 1,6-biphosphate, all these 4 products, 1, 2, 3, not 4, 3 products, the starting product and all these intermediate products, all of them are 6-carbon compounds. Now in the next reaction, the 6-carbon compound, that is fructose 1,6-biphosphate, has broken down into 2 molecules of 3-carbon atom each. So those 2 molecules are glyceraldehyde and dihydroxyacetone. So this is the 4th reaction. Now in 5th reaction, what is happening is this dihydroxyacetone is further changed into, this is a 3-carbon compound, it is further changed to glyceraldehyde. These two are the isomers. So this is also changing into glyceraldehyde. So this is one glyceraldehyde, this is another glyceraldehyde. So how many molecules are there? 2 glyceraldehyde molecules. One as it is, it was formed. Now another, this hydroxyacetone, dihydroxyacetone has changed into glyceraldehyde. Now by the end of this 5th reaction, 4th, this one, 5th, this to this, that is dihydroxyacetone changing to glyceraldehyde. So this is the 5th reaction. So by the end of the 5th reaction, what we are having is 2 molecules of glyceraldehyde. This is one molecule and this is another molecule of glyceraldehyde. Now both those glyceraldehyde molecules participate in further reaction. Okay, this will undergo its cycle, this will undergo its reactions. Okay, so 2 molecules simultaneously, both of them are glyceraldehyde, they simultaneously undergo further more reactions. Now coming to the 6th reaction. So this is the 4th and this reaction is the 5th reaction. Coming to this 6th reaction. What is the 6th reaction? What is happening? Here glyceraldehyde is changing into 1,3-biphosphoglyceric acid. This glyceraldehyde, okay, this glyceraldehyde is changing into, alright, glyceraldehyde is changing into what? 1,3-biphosphoglyceric acid. 1,3-biphosphoglyceric acid. Now it was 6, that is hexose sugars. Now from here it is triose phosphates, triose sugars, 3 carbon, triose sugars with 1 phosphate. This is also triose sugar with 1 phosphate. So, these glyceraldehyde are triose phosphates. These are triose phosphates. Now, glyceraldehyde has changed into biphosphoglyceric acid. It has changed into biphosphoglyceric acid. Now, how it is happening? One more thing here, what is happening is here an oxidizing agent NAD plus, it is an oxidizing agent which is present in the cytosol, that is cytoplasm. It is present in the cytoplasm of the cell. So, this is the NAD plus. It is utilized. NAD plus is utilized. Where will this NAD plus present? So, this is also in the cytoplasm, and in the cytoplasm already NAD, that is oxidizing agents, will already be present inside the cell. So, now one oxidizing agent has been utilized in this reaction. One oxidizing agent has been utilized. What is that oxidizing agent? NAD plus has been utilized. Now, what happens? Now, this changes into NADH plus H. So, what is happening? This glyceraldehyde is changing into 1,3-biphosphoglyceric acid. See, one more thing is happening. Till now it is aldehyde was there. Glucose, that is carbohydrate, has changed into aldehyde. Now, this aldehyde is changing into acid. Aldehyde is changing into acid. In the sixth reaction, what is happening? Aldehyde is changing into acid. Glyceraldehyde, that is, it is one aldehyde. It is changing into acid. How it is changing? By using an oxidizing agent. NAD plus is an oxidizing agent. So, now this oxidizing agent is reduced. Oxidizing agent is reduced. So, NAD plus has reduced, means oxygens has been added to it. Oxidizing agent was NAD without any hydrogens, it was oxidizing agent. Now, this oxidizing agent has been utilized and it has been reduced, changed or reduced to NADH plus H plus. Okay, one thing which happened here. Another thing which happened here is this aldehyde has changed into biphosphoglyceric acid. During this reaction, two things are taking place. The first thing is that is oxidizing agent is being reduced. NAD plus is changing into NADH plus H plus. This will already present in the cell. So, this substance is changing into this substance. This is the first change which is happening. Okay. Next change, what is happening? This glyceraldehyde is changed into biphosphoglyceric acid. So, here in this glyceraldehyde, what was the structure? If I draw the structure, carbon, 3 carbon and phosphate. To this 3 carbon, 1 phosphate was attached. Okay, this is the structure of glyceraldehyde. Now, here what is being said? 1,3 biphospho means 2 phosphates. 2 phosphates. Here only 1 phosphate is there. Okay. In glyceraldehyde, along with 3 carbons, only 1 phosphate is there. Now, here in this step, what is happening is one more phosphate is being added. One more phosphate is being added to glyceraldehyde. Okay. Already 1 phosphate and 3 carbons was there. To this, one more phosphate has been added. Now, here also we were adding phosphate. Here also we were adding phosphate, but these phosphates have been taken from ATP. This phosphate as well as here also we have taken the phosphates from ATP. We have taken the phosphates from ATP. Now, in this reaction also we are taking phosphate. We are also taking phosphate, but we are not taking this phosphate from ATP. Inorganic phosphate will be present inside the cell. So, from the cell inside the cytoplasm, inorganic phosphate will be present, and from this inorganic phosphate, that is an inorganic phosphate has been used. ATP has not been used. Inside the cell, oxidizing agent will be present. Inside the cell, inorganic phosphates will also be present. So, whatever was there inside the cytoplasm is being utilized. We are not using ATP. So, what is happening to this triose phosphate compound? One more phosphate is being attached. One more phosphate is being attached, and this phosphate is not taken from the ATP. This is from inorganic phosphate which is present inside the cell itself. Now, this has changed to 1, 2, 3. So, where it is? To this first and third carbon. To first carbon also phosphate is attached. To third carbon also phosphate is attached. Now, this glyceraldehyde has changed into 1,3-biphosphoglyceric acid. Okay. In sixth reaction, two things have taken place. One, NAD, that is oxidizing agent, has been utilized and then reduced, that is oxygen, hydrogens are added to this, that means it has been reduced, that is NADH plus H plus. Oxidizing agent has been reduced by the addition of hydrogens to this one. So, now NAD changed to NADH plus H plus. This is one thing happening. Another thing, this glyceraldehyde, by using one inorganic phosphate from the cell, this glyceraldehyde is changing into 1,3-biphosphoglyceric acid. 1,3-biphosphoglyceric acid. Now, here what is the enzyme which is used here? It is dehydrogenase. The enzyme which is used is dehydrogenase. Dehydrogenase is the enzyme which is converting this oxidizing agent into a reduced one, and it is changing this aldehyde into acid. Two things are happening. NAD plus, that is oxidizing agent, is getting reduced and aldehyde is changing into acid. Aldehyde is changing into acid. So, this is the second change which takes place. So, in this reaction, two changes. Now, we have completed this reaction as well. Okay. So, now where we are? 1,3-biphosphoglyceric acid. So, till now we have seen this one. Now, we will move on to further reactions. So, I will write here NAD plus has been reduced to NADH plus H plus. Okay. So, this was the sixth reaction. Now, coming to seventh reaction. What is happening in the seventh reaction? 1,3-biphosphoglyceric acid. 1,3-biphosphoglyceric acid is changed into 3-phosphoglyceric acid. 3-phosphoglyceric acid. So, what is happening here? 1,3-biphosphoglyceric acid is changing into 3-phosphoglyceric acid. Now, what is happening here? Simple. A molecule of phosphate is being released. Here phosphate was attached. Now the one of the phosphate is being removed. Phosphates were attached, one of the phosphate is being removed. So, which enzyme is helping here? Phosphoglycerokinase. Phosphoglycerokinase. Phosphoglycerokinase is the enzyme which is changing this 1,3-biphosphoglyceric acid into 3-phosphoglyceric acid. This I am explaining about this one. So, this also undergoes the same reaction. Okay. This is taking place, this reaction I am writing. But here also, this is also glyceraldehyde now. This will also change into what? This one. This will also change into biphosphoglyceric acid. this glyceraldehyde will change into 1,3-biphosphoglyceric acid, and this glyceraldehyde will also change into 1,3-biphosphoglyceric acid. So, how many 1,3-biphosphoglyceric acids will be there? 2. One from this glyceraldehyde, one from this glyceraldehyde. So, 1,3-biphosphoglyceric acid will be there, and how many NAD plus will be there? 2 NADH will be produced, because this is for one glyceraldehyde. So, for another glyceraldehyde, another NAD plus NAD will be used, and it will be reduced to NADH plus plus H plus. So, from now on, after this glyceraldehyde, so everything which is formed is 2,2. One glyceraldehyde giving rise to 1,3-biphosphoglyceric acid. So, another glyceraldehyde is also giving rise to another 1,3-biphosphoglyceric acid. If one that is because during this reaction, if one NAD is reduced here, then here also one NAD is reduced. So, how many DH will be formed? 2 NADH. How many biphosphoglyceric acid will be formed? 2 biphosphoglyceric acid. 2 biphosphoglyceric acid. Okay. Now, here both this phosphoglyceric acid as well as this, here I will write. This also changed to 1,3-biphosphoglyceric acid. Okay. This will also change to this phosphoglyceric acid. This will also change to phosphoglyceric acid. Okay. This is one, this is another. Now, in this what is happening is phosphate is being released. So, how many phosphates was there? 1, 2, 3. So, one phosphate and one phosphate, this structure. Now, what is happening here? Simple 1, 2, 3 carbons and one phosphate is attached and one phosphate is being released. One phosphate is being released. So, it is coming out. So, this released phosphate, where it is going? Already ADP is there now inside the cell. We have utilized this now. ATP has been changed to ADP now. This has lost the phosphate. ATP has lost the phosphate and changed to ADP. ATP has lost the phosphate and changed into ADP. Okay. Now, this ADP will again take the phosphate. So, this phosphate which is released from here, it will be taken up by the ADP and this ADP will change into ATP. ADP will change into ATP. One phosphate has been removed. So, here, so how many ATPs will be formed here? One ATP for this and one ATP for this. 2 ATPs has been formed. 2 ADPs has changed to 2 ADPs. This ADP has changed to ATP here and here also ADP has changed to ATP. So, this is the next 7th reaction. Now, after what is happening here? After this phosphoglyceric acid, what is formed? 2-phosphoglycerate. What is formed is 2-phosphoglycerate. This phosphoglyceric acid, phosphoglyceric acid is changed to, 3-phosphoglyceric acid is changed to 2-phosphoglycerate. Okay. Now, this is the next reaction. What is happening in this? How this is changing into this one and how pyruvic acid is formed and what are the end products we will see in the last video for glycolysis. We will see for the next video which will be the last for glycolysis. Then we will move on to another step of respiration, that is Krebs cycle. Till now we have discussed this. How many reactions? 7 reactions have been discussed. 8th reaction we will discuss in the next video.